What's up, guys? Welcome to the challenge. Now we've got a special episode. We've got Derrick Kosinski.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Guess who's back? Back. Derrick is back. That's what's up. That's what's going on tonight. Welcome as we talk about Yes Booty. And I've been looking forward to saying that title this whole night. I'm Paulina Aguilar, and you guys can find me on Twitter at _Paulina Aguilar and on Instagram at Paulina M. Aguilar. Please welcome my three lovely co-hosts.
Hey guys, my name is Jenna Bussiere, and you can find me on Twitter at Jenna_Bussiere.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Derrick, thank you for being with us. My name is Pam Gross. You can find me all over social media at Pamela Gross Jill.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching tonight. You can find me at DPR Christopher, that is on Twitter, and then IG, David Punkrock Christopher.
Alrighty, now let's welcome our guest of honor, Derrick. Are you there?
Woo.
What's up, man?
I am. Can I finally talk?
Yes,
So
please.
sorry.
Well, I want to start things off by wishing you a belated happy birthday.
Hey.
Oh, thanks. I feel all of 25.
Well, you look 25.
Anything exciting,
Yeah.
man? What'd you do? What'd you do for the B-Day?
I didn't do anything. I have a kid.
Oh.
So it's not like this. It's not. I feel like the birthdays aren't this exciting thing anymore. It's more of like this responsible, life choices thing. You know what I mean, for the birthday. So, but man, you know what? God has blessed me with like a birthday every other day. Like I have a pretty cool life. You know what I mean? It's a little stressful here and there, but like for the most part, I mean. My birthday was spent just like hanging out with my kid and like I don't know, I don't even know what we did. It wasn't like this important special day, but I will take a trip to the VMAs for my birthday, and I'll take that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
Awesome,
good birthday
man.
present.
Then you can come celebrate with us here in the studio.
Come by, man. Come hang out.
to LA.
Yep.
Well, you want funny story. Funny thing is, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back then when I was kind of like leaving the challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I had a podcast, and I think it was before you guys. And all of a sudden, I started seeing this AfterBuzz show and all these big names, and I'm like, "Can I swear on the show? Do you guys? Is there swearing allowed?" Okay.
Oh, you can
Yes,
say
yes,
whatever
you
you
can
want.
say whatever you
Yes.
want.
Speak
I
candidly.
was like, look at these guys just going in there and just like crushing my game.
Oh, man.
So I was like, ooh, look at them. They got the studio, they have headphones, they got like 4 people in there. All in the
Microphones.
meantime, I'm like Skyping like 3 cast members at a time. I'm just like, I got this.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's how
awesome.
podcasts get started, though.
Right,
so
man.
I was literally about to ask you about your podcast, and I read that you used to have one. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was just something that, like, for me, kind of like what you guys are doing now. The only difference is like I was like a I was an athlete in the game, and my love for sports, my passion for sports, and like a life full of just like sports led me to be like, well, let me just break this down like it's ESPN because I can. You know what I mean? Not to sound cocky. It's just like any athlete that's played a sport for 10 years can be an analyst. You know what I mean? So
You got that hands-on experience, man. You were in it.
Yeah.
yeah. So
we just like to talk
I
crap
thought-
about everybody on ours.
You ain't the first, and you're not the last. But you can come and join our panel anytime.
Yes.
What? I'm sorry. What's that? What did you just say?
I said you can come join our panel at any time.
Yeah. How do I join a panel?
Yeah. Be a panelist
Well, you
with
gotta
us when
send
you're
in an
in.
audition tape, so
Yeah.
we'll see how you do. Okay,
see if
we'll
you make
watch
the
out. Don't call us, we'll call you.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, now let's get down to it. But you took a long break. We haven't seen you in 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about
I did
that. I
that.
mean, we're happy that you're back.
Very happy.
Thank you. Well, I'm happy to be back. I mean, it's a little different. It's a major culture shock. It was a major culture shock when I got there. I mean, I was working in the oil field for 12 to 14 hours a day.
Wow.
Went through a rough patch there, decided to go back to college after 13 years. And, you know, so I'm like taking my kid to school, going to school, just got done working in this horrendous, you know, manual labor, oil field work. And now I'm going to go back to what I did 7 years ago when I was like growing up as a kid. You know what I mean? Like it was weird, but at the same time, like I felt like I had the temperament to be prepared for the explosions. And I mean, it's an explosive season. It has been from the beginning. I really can't believe how many bombs have gone off already and how many will continue to. I mean, it's survival mode like every day. I mean, for you to like bite your tongue, you know what I mean, is difficult. You know what I mean? And it just, the longer you're there, the more and more stressful it gets. And I don't know if you've noticed, but you know, some of these situations, it's like when you win, you lose, and when you lose, you win. It's really weird. It's such a mind. It's such a. I was gonna swear again, but
you can figure it out.
Go for it.
Yeah.
What's that? Can I let him go?
Yeah, you can.
All of us are saying yes. Do it.
Fucking do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it. I like
You
it.
can do it.
Cursing relieves stress.
So,
true story.
you know, I just, you know, for me, like today was a big move for me. Like I didn't want to put ammo in,
Right.
but you know, and like I felt bad, and you know, part of me wanted to actually put myself in. So it wasn't, believe it or not, it wasn't, do I put Tony in? Do I put Dario in? It was, do I put myself in? Do I put the new guy in? You know what I mean? And so I saw it. I looked at the ring. You still didn't know what the ring was going to, what was going to happen inside the ring. But
Right.
I don't fear the ring. I love the ring. And these are games that like I've played and I've enjoyed. And you know, these types of games that Ammo and Jordan just went through are what the challenges are all about. You know, and this is why I love the challenges. This is why I like coming back. Or you know, so for me, the craving to go head up one-on-one and like fight somebody, you know, in front of everybody. I mean, that's something that, you know, that's something that, you know, these UFC fighters crave, you know, and
That's
like,
that rush, man.
I'm just like any other athlete that's had the taste has had the taste of you know, battle, the taste of victory, the taste of you know, laying it all out there, blood, sweat, you know, even tears sometimes. Maybe I don't cry too much. But you know, there emotionally tears have happened on these challenges. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like my days with DM, like those, you know, that was a hard time for me back then, like understanding what she was going through and then watching her go through, you know, from a distance, watching her go through what she went through in magazines. And, you know, that was, but when we were partners, it was difficult to understand, you know, what someone's going through with, like, what does cancer mean? Like, are you dying? What? I don't understand. So it took me a long time to actually come out and ask her that, you know? And so, I don't know, just, you know, today with like the decision with Ammo and, seeing his story online afterwards, and, you know, he's gone through some shit, and, my speech before putting Ammo in tonight was deeper, than what they showed. It was a little bit, you know, it was more like 2 minutes long, probably 2 to 3 minutes, and everyone understanding that I'm sorry to anybody that I have to take this opportunity away from, and anybody that you know, I have to you know, be a part of eliminating in this game, because this isn't easy stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Either it's kill or be killed. It's literally, no, we don't know we're playing for $1 million, but we're playing for a chunk of change that's going to change our lives no matter what. You know what I mean? Like right now, Ammo's putting out a tweet, or he's looking for $5,000 on a You Care website or whatever. And I went in there, I donated,
Nice.
right away,
That's awesome.
and yeah, a lot of people retweet, and stuff like that, but how many people actually go in there and throw some money down?
Right.
Like I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying, like, I like the guy. I felt for him. I didn't want to put him in, but it was like do or die. You know what I mean? Like, is it me or you? Because I was half tempted to go in there.
Yeah, wait, let's
I mean?
talk about that. So you were going to voluntarily throw yourself in. You just had a hunger for the elimination again?
No, you know what? I think it was more of like, I want, part of me wants to protect the people that are in here with me, and part of me wants a taste. You know what I mean? Part of me wants a piece. Part of me wants to see what Jordan's got. This is a competitor. You know what I mean? This is a guy I've seen go out there and, do some amazing things. You know what I want to do? I want to be better than that guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but, was it the smartest move? What should I have really put myself in there? Like, no, absolutely
right.
not. No.
Well,
now we're
Jordan,
putting blindfolds on. Okay,
Yeah.
now we're putting blindfolds on. All right.
I mean,
so
Derrick, do you think, just going into it, man, especially when you made that decision, do you think also part of the reason maybe that you kind of I don't want to say that necessarily felt guilty, but it was a tough decision for you to make sending Emma in, because maybe you think Jordan had a much better chance walking out of there?
Here's another game move. I mean, do you want to, how many people do you want to piss off?
Right.
How many, does it put a bigger target on your back do I give Jordan what he wants and play that and go, well, Jordan, later on I go, hey, Jordan, what's up, man? I gave you Ammo. I could have thrown Tony or Dario at you. You know, what's up? Can you throw me a bone? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, these games are so, like, sociable, and you never know when you may need someone to get your back. You may not know if a move you made day one will affect you in elimination 5 or 8 or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't know, so like, and Hunter comes in and he's like, scared move, doesn't want to show his card, pussy. Okay? So, is it, we see what Corey did. I mean, he went in there and at this point, Hunter and Corey are playing the same game, just based on the comments that I've already heard on TV. That's what I heard him say.
Right.
Corey said, I'm coming after the big dogs, Derrick. I'm coming after you. Okay, got it. No,
Yeah, you laid all your cards on the table.
Sure. Yeah, and then Hunter's like, wow, what a bitch move, Derrick.
Right.
Who is Hunter to say that to you? This is his second challenge ever, and he is a lot different on this show than on the last one he was on.
Yeah.
Because the last one, I don't know if you saw, it was all rookies at first before it was Invasions of the Champs, and he was talking such a big game, running his mouth, running around, puffing his chest, and now, all of you guys are in the house, so he is a lot quieter this season.
But I feel like one of the... sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I just appreciate all the respect that I've gotten from people. I mean, I'm obviously not a CT, you know what I mean? And
so
to give me credit, for people to at least give me credit, you know what I mean? 7 years later, like I'm just.
But I think one of the things that people love about you is that you're really humble about it. Like that's why people love you so much. You're not putting yourself on this high caliber of everyone that's competing.
And you seem genuinely to care about the other players, but I want to circle back to you saying it was you or Ammo that you were going to throw in. Why not Dario or Tony? Why was that just off the table?
I think that we just at that point had an understanding of who we were going to put in.
Okay.
I wasn't going to go back on my word against them.
Okay.
You
So
see the
you
game
guys
plan on
had a
that?
sort of like, hey, I won't throw you in, I won't throw you in. Like you
Let's
guys had
see- let's-
pre-discussed it. If someone gets the double cross, we won't throw each other in.
Let's work together.
Okay.
Let's work together. This is
Got
the
it.
best way. That's the only, if you haven't seen that gameplay yet, well, it's about to start. Because, I'm not going to screw that. I'm not going to tell someone, yes, I'm going to do this and then do something else. You know what I mean? Unless it was even bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, and that would only mean, let me save the one guy I didn't,
Right.
say anything to, so.
Well, could you now, if you would have thrown yourself in, could you have beat Jordan?
Good question.
Oh, it would have been fun.
laughs.
I would have liked to see that, man.
Yeah.
I think
that
everybody
be
would have
great,
liked to
dude.
see that.
He
I
just
just want to
laughs.
ask, just to make sure that you say yes.
Yeah. So Ammo was up 3-1. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ammo was
Right.
up 3-1. And like what you guys don't see is like we're all like, holy shit.
Right.
We thought we thought the game was best out of 5, I think. I thought we all thought the game was best out of 5. So when he got to 3, we were like, holy fuck.
Oh my God,
did he just
Ammo
win?
won.
Right.
Did he just pull the upset of the century? I mean, because considering we've already had, Ammo's already upset Tony. I'm
Right.
not saying I'm not saying it was like a huge upset. I'm just saying, Tony being a veteran
Right.
should have had a chance to win. He should have won. You know what I mean? Ammo came up with the upset. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anytime a rookie comes into this game, and you beat a veteran, it's an upset. Not taking
yeah.
anything away from Ammo. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Same thing with the move I just made. It's like, had Corey not went after Darrell, right away,
Yeah.
and then called out all 3 of us,
Yeah.
then maybe you go with, the rookie, and how it always works.
Yeah.
But fortunately for Corey's making the game fun. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So,
He's definitely throwing
and
some
so-
spice there.
And so for the rest of us, it's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? It's like at some point someone's gonna call our name. You know what I mean? At some point it's gonna be us. So don't game's cutthroat. You know what I mean? It's really cutthroat, and there's no way around, not being dirty. You know what I mean?
You're not going to
Yeah.
please everybody. There's way too many
You're
people
not.
for this.
Right.
You're not. You're
So
not.
since it has
Now-
been, oh, I'm sorry. It's hard with the
No.
disconnect on the phone because you're not here. We don't know when we're gonna jump in.
No, it's fine. You can. I mean, no. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna
you
gonna
got me
say,
thinking.
since it has been 7 years or so long since your last challenge, did you feel rusty coming back in? Because honestly, I mean, you look like you're in incredible shape for being one of the oldest guys on the show. Did it feel like you were testing the waters again, or you fell right back into it and it was like you never left?
I was really happy that I got that 4th place finish in the first episode.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I mean, I was losing. I was losing bad, and I caught up and I caught other people, and then I passed them. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't like this. Johnny went out there, got his barrel first, got up the hill first, finished first. You know what I mean? It was basically a race between him and Hunter for first place. Then it was just a cluster going up that hill. So just to kind of like, for me, it was gratifying to have finished in the top. You know what I mean? Especially when you're looking at a lineup of guys that are 200 pounds. You know what I mean? They just all look like athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all, you know what I mean? Everyone looks pretty big and in shape. And, I go in there and I size everybody up, and in my head I'm thinking, you know what? I should be able to finish in the top 4. And I thought I could, but I mean, it wasn't like this, like, it wasn't that easy, you know.
Right.
And then the second one was a good one for me, where he just sat up there, and so I mean, I would have probably finished first on that, like if it didn't come down to like a, you know, 2-person thing or whatever.
Right.
So just to kind of like get out of, you know, I mean, out of the gate, like I was just proud of myself, you know. I feel rusty. Yeah, I felt rusty. I mean, I mean, then moving forward, you know, I get picked first, you know, by Kayla in this like, you know, running of the bulls thing.
Right.
It was, you know, and it wasn't my greatest performance, but the strategy was all fucked up. The strategy was all fucked up from, not from Kayla's angle. It was from like mainly our angle. And what we did is the guys, you know, like we didn't strategize properly. I mean, we had faster guys. We had quicker, faster guys. I mean, you know, it was like, do you pick the quicker, faster? You want the bigger, slower guys? Or you want the quicker, faster guys? I don't, you know what I mean? It's like, pick your poison.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm babbling. So
No, you're not. You're answering all of our questions practically.
Dan, too, I have to ask, man, because you said you were working in, you know, the oil wells. Do you think that kind of work though kind of helped keep you in shape maybe a little bit for the challenge?
What's that?
Do you think what I was asking is because you know you were working in the oil wells, and I was asking do you think by doing that it kind of helped keep you in shape a little bit for the challenge?
Dude, listen, 15 days on, 6 days off, 15 days straight, rain, sleet, snow, wear a hard hat, hammer, fire-resistant clothing, steel-toe metatarsal boots, safety glasses, headset, gloves so you don't bust your hands, in all weather conditions, dude. I'm saying maybe mentally, and physically, yeah. I mean, but you are taking a beating. Your body is taking a beating on a day-to-day basis. So at 34 years old now, you know what I mean? Like to do that back-breaking work in any type of like hard labor job in your life for years, if you're doing that for 12 to 14 hours a day, you are beating the shit out of your body. You know, did it help me mentally think I can get through anything? Maybe. Physically, you know, it made me physically, I mean, no, I really think it may, I mean, did it make me stronger? No, I think just my training in the gym, and just, you know, what I enjoy doing and what I call my sanctuary, is the gym. I go to the gym to get peace of mind. I go to the gym to get that craving. I go to the gym to, you know, listen to music and let it pound, you know, while I fucking go ham, you know. You know, diet has a lot to do with, you know, looking in pretty good shape, you know. So, like, you know, it all comes down to, like, balance. You know, I got to keep everything balanced. I got a kid. I've gone through divorce. Like, everything needs to be balance and responsibility. So, do I owe it to the oil field?
That sounds like it should be a challenge in itself.
Right. You were built for this.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said that your work sounds like a challenge in itself.
Yeah. Prepared you for a final.
Yeah. I mean, just I appreciate the opportunity. You know, for me, like, I was going through some tough times in my life, and I needed it. I needed someone to toss me a bone, you know. And I feel like this is God's way of giving me, you know, giving me a chance and an opportunity, and the challenge gods, you know, gave it to me, and they gave me a chance, and, you know, this is something I'll never I'll never forget, and I'll always appreciate those people that had a hand in allowing me back in. So, yeah.
So, Derrick,
I'm glad to be back.
we have some fans in our live chat for our studio show right now, and George Cineros wants to know, who do you talk to outside of the show? Is there anybody you're still friends with from the challenge that you keep in touch with?
More than anyone, I talk to Darrell.
Oh, geez, stick together.
Yeah.
You know, well, you know what, like, it's hard. You know, when it's challenge time, people talk more. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you really see who your true friends are when you talk to them when it isn't challenge season, or when it's just like, hey, what's up? What's going on? What are you doing? How's the kids?
Yeah.
You know, so there's a difference. You got these fair weather friends, per se, business partners, per se, you know, whatever
way to
you
put
want to
it.
call them. But, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just, I don't know if you guys noticed how disappointed I was when Darrell got, I mean, I was surprised to see how disappointed I was when Darrell lost. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we all were. We all were
I
thinking about
was
that.
disappointed. I
Yeah.
was so pissed, especially that it was Tony
That
who
was
got
such
was a
beaten.
big
Come
challenge.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone was surprised by that, especially in a challenge like that where it was so close and you couldn't really tell what happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a bummer.
yeah, it's crazy.
So we have some people that there's 50-50 views on this, and being back, how do you feel about Are You the One contestants being on there? Because there was also a rumor that a cast member from Teen Mom might pop in next season. I mean, how do you feel about all that? Because they're all
I
they're
think
all a
it's
little
awesome.
hot-headed.
He likes it.
I think it's, look, I mean, like, to be honest, like, I don't think I'd like want to be on a show like Are You the One? and like,
Let's be real, dude.
like I don't know if I necessarily want to be like, you know, like this is where I start. Like, I'm happy, like I think I got to do the coolest show. you
Yeah.
know? I think
Yes.
Road Rules was
I think he should
Yeah.
come back.
Right. I agree with that.
I'm hearing that there may be a rumor that may be coming back. I don't think I-
Yes, please.
If he's hearing the rumor,
Yes.
this is a little bit more credible than our Venmo
Breaking
source
news.
last week.
So, but the problem, what has always been the problem with Road Rules? I feel like the problem with Road Rules is it hasn't always had like the love that like the Real World got.
Right.
The Real World is like 7 people living in a house, and they are just, you know, people are just watching them be people.
People
Yes.
stop being
On Road
polite and
Rules-
start getting real.
Yeah. Well, you really get to
and,
know
like-
them better than that's why I love the challenge, because you get to see people you followed forever come back. The Road Rules I sort of watched, but I didn't get invested in the people until the challenge. So I
watched Road Rules.
Well, because you like the sport aspect
did.
of it.
I remember
and
Derrick
I like
was on it. I
the
remember,
drama
like,
aspect of it.
watched the whole
so,
time.
See that? Yeah, that's awesome. So,
Yeah.
so like the Real World are now like celebrities.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like people are
Exactly.
like, looking at you. People are like, and I'm sitting back here like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers?
But the
You know
thing
what I
is,
mean?
you're the
Yeah,
celebrity. I mean,
Now.
you,
The OG,
CT,
man.
Darrell, you're really the celebrity.
Yeah.
Everybody was so happy when we saw that you were coming back for this season for Dirty 30. Mm-hmm. Did you get that a lot? Did you get a lot of, I mean, people in person or on Twitter, emails like, yes, Derrick's back? I'm sure you saw a ton of it.
Well, I think the love that I've gotten has been like overwhelming, like overwhelmingly like kind and overwhelmingly like I'm speechless. Like I don't even know how to respond to like everything. Like it's been so like such a like warm welcome. You know what I mean? So you know, in return, I hope I'm able to put out and you know and be that dude for them, for all these people. You know what I mean? Because like I really don't know what it is. I'm just a normal dude from Chicago that just got an opportunity. You know what I mean? So like I don't think anything different other than that. You know what I mean? Like I go and like I get this chance and I just act like myself. I'm just like this guy that's on the phone right now.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
that's great.
You
That's
really
what
are.
people want. You don't want to meet someone that you watch for years on a show and then they end up being a complete asshole
Right.
or stuck up or their ego,
There's
so
so many
big.
horror stories like that too, and I think that's probably why people like you so much, Derrick, because I think you really are how you come off. I think you're such just a humble dude.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
humble.
I also saw that you
I don't know.
are. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, you guys are just being too nice now. I gotta leave.
Well, we do gotta let you
We
go
have a
soon,
lot
but
to talk about.
Yeah.
in
You
this
are
episode
a
that
fan of
happened.
Game of Thrones. I saw that,
Whoa.
and I think some of us are here
Okay.
too. So, what character in the show would you compare yourself to if we were comparing the
Ooh.
Game of Thrones to the challenge?
Okay, all right. You need to go on my Twitter right now.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I'm on
just click on my picture.
Oh, the
Yeah.
guy on your
And then
homepage.
Who is it? Is it Jorah?
It's
I'm
Jon
guessing.
Snow.
Oh, it's Jon Snow? Okay, I didn't even go on your Twitter. I was guessing it'd
I
be
can
a
see
Jorah.
that. I can see
Jorah.
that.
I thought it
That's
was-
a good pick. He's a fan
Okay.
favorite.
So
Well, Jon Snow,
And then-
for sure. He's the best.
if we can, it's a snowy Jon
Let's
Snow.
see. Oh,
He
it's-
dies and come back. Derek went away for a little while and he came back. It's perfect.
Whoa.
sense.
Back from the
Reborn.
dead. Derek
Yep.
Snow.
Yep.
Back from the dead.
Dead.
So,
from the
is
dead.
it safe to say that we're going to see you in future challenges?
Have you completely resurrected?
I don't know. That's not up to me. That's up to the challenge gods.
Well, if
Okay.
they were to
So,
call and say,
If
come
the Lord
back.
of Light,
Right, if the Lord of Light deems
and
it
the Red
so.
Woman can make it happen.
Melisandra, you heard it
Well,
here
I-
first. Bring Derek back.
Yeah, I also I'm not, we're curious as well too, because we had Jordan on recently and he said he's basically retiring. He's not returning. And so given the opportunity again, if they did give you a call, are you open to it?
All right, I got three things. So we didn't answer the "Are you the one?" question. And then hold on, and then Jordan's retiring. And I got a Jordan story for you.
Okay.
And then
Lay it on
Jordan
us.
has a different. Jordan has a different like life outside of this. Like he's like a real actor.
Yeah.
Outside, you know. So like he's doing something that like that's never been done before. Like he's a real actor on a TV show, and he's doing like reality TV. Like that's not supposed to happen.
Right.
People, that's like shunned upon in Hollywood, you know? So for him to be doing what he's doing now and to put himself out there on an episode like today is pretty risky. You know what I mean? I would say, but I mean, I applaud him for going out there, and he likes to play. He likes to play the game. He likes to play the chess game. He likes to play the real life Game of Thrones. Like, that's what we're doing. You know, I mean, we're in there cutting people's heads off, and no one knows when it's coming or who it's going to happen to. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've got we've got the same characters that you see in Game of Thrones, and we can make different, you know, we could make different characters, those people on the Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, it happens. I mean, so like, that's interesting that
Wow.
you said that. And then to answer the "Are you the one?" question and bring another other competition on. I mean, like I think it's great for people to get an opportunity. So if this is the picking pool now, Are You the One? Like I watched the season and I was like, I don't think this is a show that I want to, like, I'll watch it like religiously. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I could be that,
Right.
you know, but I watched to see what my competition might be.
Of course.
You know,
You did your homework.
but they got like 7 seasons and they're only picking like 9 people. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
so who do you scout out? You know,
Right.
it doesn't even.
Well,
You
Real
know, the
World
people
has
you
priority.
Well, people
Right.
that could stand a chance, like Tori is obviously, and they left us with a cliffhanger for this week, but Tori is an amazing competitor. This is her rookie. This is her first time. She's incredible. She's making me want to watch Are You the One? Because I want to see how her and Derek H got together. Because
Yeah.
that seems like I don't know what the real world is saying now that that's not happening, but that seemed like a beautiful love story to me. So I wanted to see their season, even though they didn't date. But before that, I was not interested. But it seems interesting to see those two. I guess they have to pick people that might stand a chance against people like you, Bananas, Darrell. You know, they have to be athletic as well as cute, I guess, if you're going to be on the challenge. Yeah.
Athletic and cute.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're going to be on Are You
Yeah.
the One, it's a dating show. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's those are the what's it called? Those are the prerequisites.
Those exactly.
You gotta look good.
Someone's
You
got
gotta be susceptible to fighting and hooking up.
Yep.
I mean, those are, if you don't got that, what are you?
You are not the one
An
if you don't
idiot.
got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Derrick. We got to let you go, but it was so great having you. And I mean, you're in LA next week, so you're more than welcome to swing on by.
Yeah,
Bye,
talk
man.
about the episode with us, guest host with us. We'd love to have you.
I'm actually in this week, so I don't know how this is going to work. Like, this is all happening really fast.
We'll
So,
figure it out.
Hey,
we'll
well, if
figure
not,
it out.
we'll all meet up and go celebrate your birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah. Drinks.
exactly.
Wow.
You got a lot of love in the live chat as well. So, I mean, good luck to you and everything that you do, and we all hope to see you on the next season.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, and I don't know. Hope you guys have a good week, and
Thank you.
yeah, enjoy the
You
show.
too.
Thank
Oh,
you
you
so
too.
much
Thanks
for
calling
joining
in.
us.
Great talking to you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And let
Take
people know
care.
Let me know
where
if
they
you guys
can
want me-
find
Let me
you.
know if you guys want me on again. Let me know if you
Oh,
we do.
will.
We do.
If you want to let people know where they can find you on social media, if they haven't already, to continue the conversation, ask you more questions, feel free to give that plug.
Yeah, at Derrick MTV on Instagram and Twitter.
Simple.
Awesome.
He is
Dude,
Derrick
I'll
MTV.
add you right now, dude.
Yep.
We all will.
Cool.
Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Awesome.
Take care.
You too. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
I just love talking to these cast members
Yeah.
because everyone is so. But the
Thank
nice
you,
thing
Derrick.
about it is that they have a lot to say. He answered all our questions in like
Before we
one.
we didn't even give him a question, he just ran through our entire sheet.
He ran
just
through all my notes.
answering everything.
Yeah.
But
This is
that's
great.
but like I said before, you know, you're fans of these people on the show, and some of them can be assholes, and you hope that they're not. But then they're not. Or at least, you know, he's not. Jordan was really nice.
Yeah.
No, Derrick's so cool. He is who he is on the show, off the show, for 10 plus years that he's been on the challenge and Road Rules. He really hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
And it does seem like a genuinely unique person too.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that I think are nice and cool, but Derrick is definitely special in that he's likable and seems genuinely compassionate, but is a real competitor. He's a good one. He's a good
Are we
egg.
sucking up enough yet?
No, but it's true. It's true.
I
There's
want
other
to see
people
him
that are
more
just
on these seasons though too. I feel like once you come back, you can't come back for just one.
Exactly,
Right.
but
Have to
also
come back for a couple.
it seems like it's not just us being, that's a sort of, I feel like everybody feel like I have dude friends that watch the show and they're like, I like that Derrick guy. Like they like Derrick even from the OG seasons.
He's
There's just something
level-headed.
likable about
He's
him.
level-headed and humble. He
Yes.
knows who he is, and he keeps it real, unlike a lot of the new guys who think that they're already the world champions
And
of
just
the
a
challenge.
little bit weird. A little bit weird.
little
Just the
quirky.
right amount.
Who
Yeah,
doesn't
just the
love a
right
little
amount.
weirdness?
I just think it's cool because,
Yeah.
like, no joke, I watched him when he was on like the
Road Rules.
Road Rules.
Yeah.
Like, remember, like, well, you know, as growing up,
Right.
and now to still see him again and to actually talk with him is pretty rad. So it's
I
just
feel
great.
like
Yeah.
an OG, you know, you
Right,
watch him from the
right.
beginning. It's
You're
like,
like,
yes.
all right.
Well, before we leave, there's a couple things I
Yeah.
want
Oh
to
my
touch
God,
on from
we
this
still-
episode. Hopefully we can do it quickly. The first
Okay.
thing we want to talk about is Jordan's comment. We did have him on this week. He obviously couldn't tell us what was going to happen. I mean, it started a lot of commotion.
Right.
I mean, that's a
Left
tough.
you
That's a
speechless?
tough. Yeah, that's tough.
To defend. So again, inexcusable, awful. I thought that the way Jordan owned up to it, when he did own up to it, I don't know what happened the night that she was referring to, where he sort of wouldn't let it go. He seemed genuinely remorseful. I'm trying to, it's awful. I'm not trying to condone what he said, but I'm trying to put myself in the position of being on that bus, everyone sort of rap battling.
Right.
What is the line? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I wanna-
that's a hard, everyone's
thing to do.
drinking and you're insulting each other. That was the record scratch too far. And he seemed to really know that and feel genuinely terrible about it. And then Jemmy, during the vote, I thought was yes, queen. Jemmy, very well said. She said, do I forgive him? Absolutely. Am I going to send him in? Sure, yeah. I mean, like, it was really well said. She said it was a jerk. I forgive him. We're friends. He should, you know, get a little dose of maybe some ass whooping. And I think she was right. And that she was so cool because it was insulting and crappy. But she seemed to walk it off in a way that it seems like they're really friends and that they
Yeah.
care about each other. So
You can't make an excuse for what he said. It's obviously something that's been in his mind subconsciously. I think that a lot of people talked about it on the show, the fact that he is in the disabled group with a disability with his hand. It might be an insecurity for him. Seeing as he was wasted, that was something that just blurted out of his mouth. I mean, who hasn't said something that they immediately wish that they could rewind and eat their words?
Right.
So I did appreciate his apology after, and the fact that you could tell he was so remorseful about it. It did seem like we missed something, though, because I know that he went to apologize to Jemmye and gave Anissa the slightest little push, a nudge.
I wouldn't have called it a push, and it didn't seem like it was that whole big commotion that they made it.
That's why I feel like there might have been something more that we missed, or it was just the fact that all the girls were heated from him the entire episode, and they kind of foreshadowed that the whole episode, saying Jordan thinks he's better than everybody else. So obviously everybody was ready to pounce on him, and then he just
But
let it happen
do you think
with what he
it's
said.
fair for someone to go into an elimination based on something that didn't happen in a challenge? It's not based on performance. It's based on something outside of that.
Well, as Jordan told us, they do it that way by design, that they have the competition, then they go out drinking, someone messes up, and inevitably we saw it the previous week with Tony. The same thing with his fight with Cara Maria. That behavior obviously goes into the voting.
Yeah, I was basically just going to say that same thing. And then, too, I mean, when you really break it down, is this game really fair to begin with?
No.
Right, it's dirty.
No, it's not, but he did the right thing, and he apologized, and it's all, everyone, accepts it. Another thing I want to touch on real quick is Amo's story. If you guys have missed it, he told his story about why he had a panic attack at the end of his elimination. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but he said that he was raped by an ex-partner, and so during that challenge, those moves kind of triggered what had happened to him.
It was a whole dominant, subordinate type of challenge, and being underneath somebody like that obviously triggered.
You're blindfolded
memories.
and someone's coming at you. That's got to be terrifying.
Yeah, Jordan laid into him. He slammed him around, and I mean, that's
Jordan became an animal during that challenge, completely flipping Amo over, biting
I don't think
him.
no one's surprised though.
Yeah, he had a lot of built up anger. He actually had a poker face, though. He didn't show it as much. His physical moves definitely did, but
hats off too to Amo for hanging in there.
Honestly, Amo put up a great fight.
Point.
And we do wish you well, Emo, and that your recovery is smooth, and hopefully we get to see you again, because I root for underdogs too. So we do want to see you again. We are out of time, unfortunately, but let's go around the horn real quick, see where everybody can find you.
Find me on Instagram at DavidPunkRockChristopher, and you can find me on Twitter at DPRChristopher.
And thanks so much, Derrick, and thank you all who have been in the chat with us. I'm Pam Gross. You can find me at Pamela Gross Jill.
Guys, you can find me on Twitter at Jenna_Bussiere. Thank you for watching.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at _Paulina Aguilar, and on Instagram at Paulina Aguilar. And Derrick, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.